I feel like I'm living in an alternative reality right now. I mean, liberty in laundry. Liberty in laundry. Are you kidding me, Mr. Speaker?
Now moving on to H.R. 7673, the Liberty in Laundry Act. Mr. Speaker, this bill is simple. It clarifies the intent of the Energy Policy Conservation Act of 1975 by prohibiting the Secretary of Energy from imposing new efficiency mandates or enforcing existing standards for washing machines unless these standards, 1, are cost-effective and technologically feasible, 2, save the consumers money, and 3, save a significant amount of energy.
I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Who came up with the title? ChatGPT? I mean, what's next? Changing the national motto to lint free or die? I mean, but it's no surprise coming from the same Republican Party that gave us the Refrigerator Freedom Act and the Hands Off Our Home Appliances Act. I mean, is something wrong with them? I mean, I ask that seriously, Mr. Speaker. Americans voted for lower grocery prices, not whatever the hell this is. This is insane. And as I listen to the gentleman on the other side talk about lowering costs for consumers, I have to wonder, what bill is he talking about? Because it's definitely not this one. This bill gives big companies license to cut corners and make bad appliances that use more electricity and water. I mean, to put it simply, they object to appliances that save consumers money on their bills. What the hell planet are these guys living on where that saves people money? I remember, Mr. Speaker, when a washing machine used to last 30 years. People could go on their whole their whole lives without buying a new refrigerator. Now they break all the time. And why is that? It's because these big, huge companies cut corners, and because my Republican friends are letting them do it right here and right now. That's what this is all about. That's the Republican solution. Let the appliance companies cut corners so they can make a buck. Say it will lower costs, and then turn around and act surprised when everyone's crappy washing machine breaks down in 2 years. This bill is about one thing. It's about making money for big corporations at the expense of everyone else. That's all my Republican friends care about. And then we have the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2025. I have to tell you, my friends, the military budget is out of control. We're looking at over $1 trillion. I mean, does anyone here realize how much money that is? And on an agency that cannot even pass an audit. Not once in 33 years has the DOD been able to pass an audit. Meanwhile, I hear from every one of my friends on the other side of the aisle about the deficit, the deficit, the deficit. Long diatribes about the national debt. Where is that energy and passion today as we're talking about an agency that probably wastes more money in a second than most people earn in a year? And the kicker here is that all this money we spend on the military, a huge chunk of it doesn't even go to our troops. It goes to defense contractors. It goes to their CEOs. It goes to the military-industrial complex. No discussion on that on the floor today, just more money, more money, more money for the Pentagon. When does it all end? Now, don't worry, though. The Republicans, they found time to strip out language on in vitro fertilization for our service members. They found a way to deny people IVF because of their extreme views on everything under the sun. Women's rights, family rights, you name it, they're against it. And they found a way to talk about transgender people, their weird obsession. They talk about transgender people and bathrooms more than they talk about jobs and the economy. They never miss an opportunity to divide people, to double down on the cruelty. And once again, the agenda of this majority is just all screwed up. And today's rule is just the latest example of how wrong their priorities are. Oh, and before I forget, one last thing, Mr. Speaker. This rule that we're debating provides for 3 more completely closed rules on legislation. This is the most closed Congress in history. This is the most authoritarian House in U.S. history. My colleagues are making Putin proud, but I'll tell you this, it's lousy for democracy. I yield back my time.